got this picture in my closet. It's gathering dust right now, and the edges have been folded once or twice. It doesn't look the same no more, 'cause the sun has made it pale. I used to have it hanging on my wall some time ago. A picture of you. You're standing by that window, playing your guitar. And if I close my eyes, I can almost hear your song. A picture of you. And I remember every day that I spent with you. The look you had upon your face when I said goodbye. I don't know why I let you go. And all that I've left from that time is a picture of you. I could talk to you for hours. I don't know why I threw away what we had. What's wrong with me? I don't know why I threw it all. You had upon your face when I said goodbye. I don't know why I let you go, but I was young and dumb, and all that I've left from that time is a picture of And I remember every day that I spent with you. The look you had upon.
横になるように上に押したで合わせて合わせます。
stood there smiling at me as so many I never wanna be away. You are all I want. It's true. If only I could do one thing, I'll be waiting at the doorstep, finally home. I've been gone for it's true. If only I could do one thing, I'll be with you. It's true. Baby, how I need your loving. Baby, how I need your loving. Baby, how I need your loving. I pull into your driveway, it's a Saturday night. You look like $1,000,000 wearing that dress I like. You're smiling, but there's something missing in your eyes. Girl, I can tell that you have something on your mind. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much I love you, wanna see you smile? Where's that happy girl that I know with a heart on fire? I'll do anything to make it fine, but I can tell that you have something on your mind right now. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. We are all about the good vibes. We are all about the good times. Dancing till it feels alright. All sorrows, let go like there's no tomorrow.